हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू क्विक लर्न वेबसाइट। मैंने क्विक लर्न में रिसेंटली एक वेबसाइट लॉन्च की है। ये है www.quick-learn.in। इस वेबसाइट में मैंने जितने भी YouTube में वीडियो डाले हैं उनके सबके नोट्स आपको यहाँ मिल जाएंगे। तो यहाँ पे आप क्विक लर्न के ब्लॉग वाले सेक्शन में जाइए। तो ये ब्लॉग सेक्शन में आप जैसे ही जाओगे, क्लिक करोगे तो ये सारे ब्लॉग यानी सारे नोट्स आपके पास ओपन हो जाएंगे। जो भी अभी मैंने डाले हैं उनकी कैटेगरी यहाँ दी है। आप सर्च बॉक्स से सर्च भी कर सकते हो। और मान लीजिए हमें 8051 माइक्रो कंट्रोलर का इंट्रोडक्शन देखना है तो यहाँ से जब हम कंटिन्यू रीडिंग में जाएंगे तो हमको यूट्यूब के वीडियोस भी मिल जाएंगे, इंग्लिश और हिंदी दोनों। और उसके साथ साथ जितना भी मटेरियल मैंने यूट्यूब वीडियो में बताया है वो सारी चीजें आपको यहाँ पे नोट्स के फॉर्म में मिलेंगी। तो स्टे कंटिन्यू एंड कीप शेयरिंग माय वीडियो। और इस वेबसाइट को अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ जरूर शेयर करिएगा क्योंकि आपको और आपके दोस्तों को इससे बहुत हेल्प। Hello friends, welcome to Quick Learn tutorial series. In this video, I will explain you working principle of diode, its forward bias or reverse bias characteristic. This is lecture number 11 of Basic Electronics series. In lecture number 10, I have already explained some fundamental of diodes. So, the link of that video I will give in my description box. So, let's start with the today's topic. Before I discuss the working principle of diode or its VI characteristic, first we know about some basic of diode. Diode is the most important semiconductor device in field of electronics. The term diode is the combination of two words, di or ode. Di means two and ode is derived from electrode. It means a semiconductor device having two electrode is called diode. Or the official definition of diode is a semiconductor device having two terminal, anode and cathode, that conduct only in one direction. So it is also called a unidirectional device because it allows the flow of current only in one direction. Here this is the circuit symbol of diode and this is the actual or real diode picture. In circuit symbol, it having two terminal, anode and cathode, and this vertical line indicate that this is the cathode region. From here we connect cathode terminal and opposite side here we connect anode terminal. Now this is the real picture of diode. It means the real diode is look like in cylindrical shape. This vertical line indicate here with the help of silver strip. This silver strip indicate that this is the cathode region and opposite side this is the anode region. Now the symbol of diode. As I have already told, it having two terminal, anode and cathode. This line indicate that this is the cathode region. It means this is the N side of the diode. Here we connect cathode terminal. Opposite side this is the P side of the diode and from here we connect anode terminal. And the overhead or this arrow indicate or point the direction of conventional current flow. As I have already told, it is a unidirectional device. It means it allow unidirectional flow of current from anode toward cathode. So this arrow indicate the direction of current flow. Now the formation of diode. To create a simple PN junction diode, we take one N-type semiconductor and one P-type semiconductor material. Semiconductor material used for diode such as silicon or germanium. But for designing any diode, silicon is more preferred over germanium diode because silicon semiconductor work at high temperature compared to germanium diode. Now, to form a simple PN junction diode, we take one P-type or one N-type semiconductor material. We know that P-type having majority carrier holes and N-type having majority carrier electron. When we join P or N-type material, a junction is formed that is called PN junction. And from P side here we connect one terminal that is called anode and from N side here we connect one external terminal that is called cathode. Now when we not apply any external voltage and we only just join the P or N type material, a depletion region is formed near the junction. This depletion region contains number of negative or positive immobile ions. These negative or positive immobile ion create a electric field near the junction. This electric field create a potential barrier that stop the flow of charge carrier. It means the stop the flow of electron or hole across the junction. So there is no current flow across the device when the device is unbiased condition. So first we know about what do you mean by depletion region, how depletion region get formed. Actually, this depletion region is formed due to the concentration gradient, because we know that p-type having large concentration of holes and n-type having large concentration of electron. So when we join this P or N type material, the whole of P type region move toward the N side region and the electron of N side region move toward the P side region. The electron move toward the P side region, leave some holes that collect near the junction and create positive immobile ion. The electron come and recombine with hole in the P side that create negative immobile ion near the junction. So these positive and negative immobile ion make a region that is called depletion region. This immobile ion having an electric field that is also called potential barrier. When this depletion region get generated, the device is in thermal equilibrium condition, and this depletion region will stop the movement of charge carrier across the junction and no current flow across the device. Now, if we want to make current flow through the device, we have to bias the PN junction diode. So, to make working of PN junction diode, or if we want to make current flow PN junction diode, we have to bias the PN junction diode. So, what do you mean by biasing? Biasing is a process of applying the external voltage to the PN junction semiconductor diode. This is the definition of biasing. If anyone says, what do you mean by biasing? So you tell the process of applying the external DC voltage to an PN junction semiconductor diode is called biasing. There are basically two types of biasing, forward biasing and reverse biasing. Now, before I discuss the forward bias or reverse bias, first we know about what do you mean by unbiased or zero bias diode. In case of zero biased or unbiased diode, no external voltage apply across the terminal. We only join P-type or N-type material. We not apply any external voltage through the terminal. So, when we join only P-type or N-type material, a depletion region is created across the junction. This depletion region will stop the movement of charge carrier and there is no current flow across the device. Now the forward bias diode. In case of forward bias, the P side region, it means the anode region is connected to positive terminal of battery and N side region is connected to negative terminal of battery. So if we apply this type of polarity, the diode is subjected to forward bias. Now, due to the positive charge of battery, the whole of the P side move toward the junction, and due to this negative charge, the N-type electron repel and move toward the junction. This whole of P side will start converting the negative ion into neutral atom, and this electron of N side move toward the junction and make this positive charge into the neutral atom, and this will reduce the width of the depletion region. It means this will reduce the immobile ions near the junction. Now if we start increasing the applied DC voltage, the applied DC voltage at which the depletion region will be destroyed or collapse, that voltage is called knee voltage. Again I will tell you, the applied DC voltage at which the depletion region get destroyed or collapse, that voltage is called knee voltage. So For germanium diode, the knee voltage is 0.3 volt, or for silicon diode, it is 0.7 volt. So, if the applied voltage is greater than barrier potential, this barrier potential is due to this immobile ion. So, if the applied voltage is greater than the barrier potential of the depletion layer get destroyed and the large number of charge carrier move across the junction and large current flow across the device. This current is called forward current and the device is subjected to forward bias. Again, I will tell you, in case of forward bias diode, P-type connected to positive terminal of battery, N-type connected to negative terminal of battery. This will create the P-type hole move toward the junction and N-type electron also move toward the junction. P-type hole neutralize this negative immobile ion and N-type electron neutralize the positive immobile ions. So this will reduce the width of the depletion region and potential barrier. If we increase the applied voltage and the value of applied voltage is greater than the barrier potential, that voltage is called knee voltage. The knee voltage for germanium diode is 0.3 volt or silicon for 0.7 volt. After this knee voltage, the depletion region get collapse or reduce or zero. The depletion region get destroy or collapse and large number of charge carrier move across the junction and large current flow from anode toward cathode. This current is called forward current and the device is subjected to forward bias. In this case, diode is act as a short circuit. There is no resistance across the junction. The devices behave like a short circuit, no voltage drop across the diode and a large forward current through the diode. This is called forward biasing of diode. Next is reverse biasing of diode. In case of reverse bias, P-type region is connected to negative terminal of battery and N-type region is connected to positive terminal of battery. When we apply this type of polarity, the device is subjected to reverse bias. In case of reverse bias, this negative attract all the hole of P side. So, hole move away from the junction in this direction and this positive potential of battery attract all the electron of N side away from the junction and electron move in this direction. So electron and hole move away from the junction. So the junction depletion region is wide and the junction potential barrier is also increases. Due to this potential barrier, there is no current flow across the device. But a small current flow across the device due to the movement of minority carrier, because we know that P-type contain minority carrier electron and N-type contain minority carrier hole. When we apply this type of polarity, this minority carrier electron and hole move toward the junction and a small current flow across the device. That current is called reverse leakage current or reverse saturation current. So here I write, in reverse bias condition, a small current flow through the device, that is called reverse saturation current due to the movement of minority carriers. Now if we increase this applied reverse bias voltage, so here I explain you with the help of VI characteristic. First, we apply reverse bias voltage, hole move in this direction, electron move away from the junction. Both electron and hole move away from the junction, no current flow across the device, but a small current flow across the device due to the movement of minority carrier, P side having electron minority carrier, N side having hole minority carrier. These minority carrier move across the junction and a small current flow. So for germanium diode, 50 milliampere reverse leakage current is flow for germanium diode and 20 milliampere current flow for silicon diode. Now if we slowly increase this reverse bias voltage, so what happened? If we increase this reverse bias voltage, the minority carrier electron and hole take kinetic energy and start acceleration. This accelerating electron will strike to the covalent bond that is formed near the junction and break that covalent bond. When covalent bond get break, number of free electron and hole pair will be generated. This electron hole pair again take kinetic energy from the battery and then start acceleration. These will strike from other covalent bond, and slowly all the covalent bond will be ruptured. That will create large number of charge carrier, electron or hole pairs. These charge carrier destroy all the covalent bond, and slowly the width of the depletion region get collapse or destroy. The voltage at which the depletion region get completely destroyed, that voltage is called breakdown voltage. The junction will be breakdown, the depletion region will be break. The voltage at which depletion region will be break is called breakdown voltage. At this voltage, all the charge carrier will cross the junction and move across the junction, and a large reverse current flow across the device. This current is called reverse bias current, and this breakdown is called avalanche breakdown. And the voltage at which avalanche breakdown will be occur is called breakdown voltage, reverse breakdown voltage. This reverse breakdown voltage is too much high that will destroy the device. So to protect the device from this reverse bias voltage, here we connect a series resistance. This series resistance is also called a current limiting resistance. This resistance protects the device from this reverse current. Again, I will explain you. When we apply reverse bias voltage, due to the movement of minority carrier, a small leakage current flow across the device. This leakage current in order of 50 milliampere for germanium diode or 20 milliampere for silicon diode. But if we start increasing reverse bias voltage across the device, the minority carrier take kinetic energy, start acceleration and break the covalent bond. This covalent bond create number of free charge carriers. This free charge electron and hole pair again take kinetic energy and rupture other covalent bond. Or a point come where all the covalent bond will be break and this depletion region get completely destroyed. The voltage, the applied voltage at which the depletion region is destroyed is called reverse breakdown voltage, VBR. At this voltage, the depletion region get destroyed and large number of charge carrier is moved toward the junction, and a large current flow across the device. This current is called reverse bias current. The magnitude of this current is so large that will destroy the device. So to protect the device, here we use a series resistance RS. This is also called current limiting resistance. This resistance protect the device. So this is the basic concept of forward bias or reverse bias characteristic of diode. This is the VI characteristic of diode. Hope you like the video. So this is the complete description of diode, the working of diode, the forward and reverse bias characteristic of diode. So hope you enjoy the video. For more interesting video, keep watching and keep sharing my videos with your friends. For notes, please visit my website. The link of my website I will give in my description box. Bye-bye.